Hello. All right. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on?
I think we're on. I think we're on. I think we're on. We're gonna. I think we're wrong. Are we right? What's right or wrong? This is the sharing game
Yeah, I'm
where.
trying to think of a clever answer, but I don't know.
Does anybody else out there know who's right or wrong? 'Cause I don't know what's right or wrong.
I think everybody is sometimes right and sometimes wrong. Does that answer your question?
Uh, how do we know who's right and who's wrong?
Um, it's circumstantial.
I've been doing a lot of Duolingo, so I have French, and I'm using the French keyboard, which is really confusing 'cause it's just got a few letters off, and it makes typing hard.
I have not been doing Duolingo, and so my keyboard's in English, and seems to work pretty well.
Is there such a thing as too many keyboards? 'Cause I keep switching, and I think what it does is it'll like do my English keyboard, and then it'll do my Chinese keyboard, and then when I try to switch to French, it'll switch back to English, or vice versa. It like rarely likes to switch between French and English, and I don't know how to solve it. Anyway,
You might want to update
first
your
world
system.
first world problems, Duolingo, which just quickly about speaking of, Duolingo categorizes music like playing the piano or playing the guitar under leisure, which I was a little irked about because that's not leisure for us, right?
Maybe not all the time, but you know what? I actually maybe have a contrasting opinion with you, which is, yeah, we get paid to do music, but um, we're very lucky to be able to do that. You know, some people have jobs that they hate. I like my job, and so yeah, it's work, but I think for a lot of people it's leisure, and for me it can be both.
Well, my argument with that is that a lot of people also code for fun. But would the people who make Duolingo categorize coding under leisure?
Well, probably not, but I I don't know if there are as many people that are really like consider like coding to be the same kind of like artistic outlet as music. I'm probably wrong. I think probably a lot of people do.
I'm actually curious. Like if people out there have an opinion about this, I want to know.
Well, I mean, the man's always kind of like tried to put their foot down on us musicians, so that's that hasn't changed.
That is true. On that note, I guess we should have some music, huh? So the first word, we're trying this whole new video thing and recording the music live earlier so that there's fewer sound glitches, although I accidentally deleted something, so that wasn't totally foolproof. It's very late last night when I was doing this, but this song is off of the very, very first Ariel Wang EP called Wang Licks, which there are actually, I was ever only going to make 50 hard copies of it, so it is available digitally, and you can buy it just for digital, but I had a good friend, Grandy, who just asked me to send him 2 more copies. He's buying 2 more copies of the album because he says it's actually his favorite Ariel Wang album, which is cool because I think that's the album that most people, including me, forget about. So this is a song, thank you, Grandy, for you. This is a song off that album. It's the first song off the album, and it's called Looking.
All right, I can't wait to hear it. Oh wait, I already played it.
Is this where I find you lying on the calico ground? Sunspots put a color to your skin. I wish to reach down that's shaking, shaking hard. And I've traveled here with aching bones. Looking, looking for a way to be born. I'm shaking, oh, it's shaking, shaking hard. And I traveled here with aching bones.
And that was Looking. From my very first Wang EP, which was actually made in a, not even a, I guess not a living room. It's like a tiny studio room that my old guitar teacher had, and he was just learning about Logic. And so we recorded in there with an old bandmate, housemate, Harry Murphy. He's in the track, he's the one that plays melodica. He does some piano. I play some violin, and we both sing harmony, and my guitar teacher plays some bass and some guitar on it. So it's kind of a really different sound from a lot of, I guess, the more recent. But it sounds, I think, pretty good considering it was his first time using Logic, and our first time, or my first time recording. Harry was kind of a veteran then already, but
I think it's a cool song, and we should bring it back. We haven't really, like, we just played it for this video, but we haven't really been playing it.
yeah.
I think it's got a lot of, like, I think the chorus is really catchy.
Thanks. Yeah, I think there's definitely a part of me that went kind of anti-simple song, because it's not very many chords, and I think in some musical circles that's like frowned upon, and I kind of bought into that for a while, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's dumb. Like, some really, really good songs only have 4 chords. It's more about the craftsmanship with the chords that you use, and
Yeah.
not how many weird, like, flat 7, 9, 11, 47, sharp
Yeah, I
68.
I think Why Don't We Do It in the Road only has 3 chords, and that's quite possibly the best song ever.
Okay, you know,
And
we're
it
allowed
also
to.
has very few lyrics. So, sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, Paranoid Android also may be one of the greatest songs, and that has more going on.
Does it? Does it now?
Yeah. Great karaoke song, by the way.
I
Especially if it's like if there's a long wait, you want to, go up there and
And
do a
do, like,
song that's
7
really
minutes.
substantial. Yeah. Do Paranoid Android. Long, you'll really feel fulfilled. And the crowd will get into it.
and it's a great song. It's just
But it's hard.
it is hard.
You got to practice.
Well, that's one of those bands, I think, Radiohead, who songs, and they're all really still good, if there's any example of contrast.
Yeah, they're a good band.
Radiohead is awesome. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Go deep diving into all the weird
You know
album
who doesn't
things.
like Radiohead?
Who doesn't like Radiohead?
Jacob.
Who cares about Jacob's opinion?
I care.
Okay.
He's my friend. But
He's my friend too, but that
I just don't
doesn't
agree
mean
with
I
him on everything.
always care about it. I care about his opinion on food because he is a really great cook.
Sure. I care about his opinion on a lot of things, but it's just that I don't always have to agree with it. But yeah, he is a great cook.
Amazing. Our poll the overall winner from last week were frogs. I guess frogs are more liked than toads.
Yep.
What does that say about the human race?
That bigger is not. It's not always better.
Are toads always bigger than frogs?
I think so.
I'm trying to do the internet thing and make everything like,
I think usually they are.
a controversy.
I don't know.
What does that say about the human race? Frogs or toads?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh. I was going to say speaking of, but that doesn't make any sense. The cat just appeared. I don't know if you can hear her sneezing.
But she's sneezing.
A
It's
lot.
really smoky today. I think maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, it's not good for anyway. It's like we had 2 clear days and then all of a sudden it's smoke again. Well, let's move the show forward. Then
Let's keep the show static and have the Layla corner.
do you want to say something, Layla?
No.
She
kinda just
doesn't.
woke up.
Yeah, she's a little sneezy, but she can stay there. She'll have something to say maybe later. So our poll for what do we agree our poll was going to be for this? Oh yeah, poll this week: coffee or tea? Which do you like? Who knows? We'll know by next week.
Should we say what we are?
Guess who's coffee and guess who's tea?
Yeah. Okay.
That'll be
You
yeah.
might
We
have
don't,
to.
let's not tell, but let's have people guess.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Yeah, one of us is one thing and the other person is another thing. The other thing.
I want to see if anyone has a comment yet. Does anybody have a comment yet?
I know one person commented.
Who commented? On the coffee or tea thing, I mean.
Oh, never mind.
I guess no
I
one's.
commented on the live stream.
Oh, well, you're so cool. You're the
Thanks.
most. Oh. So David Shalen says coffee. But coffee for who? Because one of us is coffee and one of us is tea.
But I
Or
think
one
for
of
him,
us is
I
coffee.
think
Or
he's saying
oh,
coffee for
he's
him.
coffee.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
So we got one for coffee.
So we got one vote for coffee already.
Yeah.
People, vote out there.
Yeah.
What do you prefer and what do you think we prefer? All right, let's get going with music because we talk. I talk a lot. Speaking of flat 7/9 46s, we got a jazz tune called Imagination for you.
Yeah. After this, you should check out the Frank Sinatra Tommy Dorsey version. I'm a big fan of the Tommy Dorsey Band recordings. Imagination.
What are you imagining?
Clear skies. Breathable air.
A cat that doesn't have extreme smoke sneezes.
That's a good song name.
Smoke sneezes?
Extreme smoke sneezes.
Extreme smoke sneezes. Sure, we can write that song. Maybe somebody else can write that song too.
Yeah, maybe somebody else should do it.
I came up with the title, you come up with the song.
Yeah, we'll split it 50-50.
Perfect. It's all the title anyway, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, there's this new TV show I really like.
Oh, really? What is it?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And it's... What's it called?
It's called Connected.
Oh, yeah, it's called Connected. And
you really like it.
I really like it. Well, we did kind of binge watch it. Well, I binge watched it.
I've seen one episode, and I have been there for another episode. And I've seen bits of some episodes, but I've really seen one.
And well, it's by one of the producers of Radiolab, Latif Nasser, and it's basically about how like different world things are connected.
I did not know that he was from Radiolab.
Oh, I thought I told. Okay, well, he's from Radiolab, and the most recent episode, which is really cool, is about how dust from the Sahara goes all the way around the world and does all kinds of crazy things like preventing hurricanes and causing red tides and other fun things that are globally related.
They temper the hurricanes, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
So we would have much stronger and much more frequent hurricanes if it weren't for dust from the Sahara Desert getting blown.
And the dust from the Sahara Desert provides nutrients for the Amazon rainforest.
So the Amazon rainforest loses a lot of nutrients because of all the rain in the soil.
Yeah, the soil, a lot of it just gets washed away.
And the dust from the Sahara, which comes from all these fossils, from when it used to be a lake, those fossils basically fertilize the Amazon rainforest so that it makes up about the same amount of nutrients that the Amazon rainforest loses.
Well, it's the fish fossils. They have a lot of phosphorus, and that gets blown up into the air.
Yeah.
I just saw a snippet was talking about how people are maybe using viruses in lieu of antibiotics.
Yeah,
That's really interesting.
The bacteriophages that eat bacteria.
Right, exactly. So there's this like kind of a story arc in Star Trek Voyager where there are these aliens in the Delta Quadrant that have the phage. And I was like, when I walked in on you watching that episode, I was like, phage, I know what that is. Some kind of like disease.
Is that what it is in Star Trek? I guess it's a
Mhm.
disease
And
for
basically
bacteria.
These aliens, they, I wish I remembered the name of the alien race, but anyway, the ones with the phage, they harvest organs from other uh, aliens to like, or our heroes even. They try because like it's like, oh, my liver stopped working, so now we have to harvest organs from this other person. So they're always like kidnapping people, and it's pretty gruesome.
Yeah. I'm kind of impressed though that they've unless I guess this there's the assumption that if life springs up anywhere, it's always going to have the same components and is always going to work the same because
Well,
how do
they're
you
good at
know that
science, yeah.
right.
They modify things quite a bit.
Okay, so it's like even though like a human liver is completely different from their alien liver, they can like modify that liver so it works for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Do you think human race could ever get to that level?
Sure, anything's possible. But yeah, so the phage that eats bacteria, we could use that instead of antibiotics because antibiotics are kind of wreaking havoc on our ecosystem, right?
Right.
And like there are superbugs that are becoming immune to antibiotics, and so to fight a superbug, maybe you end up using a virus actually instead. I have a feeling that if we just switch to like viral phages to get to substitute for antibiotics, some other dire consequences.
Right. Or, we should think hard about the interconnectivity and also just how little we really know about the world, right? Because one of the other episodes was about how these birds predict our hurricane season better than our meteorologists and computers do. What do you have to say about? I think she just likes eating birds.
She was down here meowing, so I picked her up.
She heard birds.
She does like eating birds.
But she hasn't caught any birds in a while.
Oh, is that right?
Don't force her to talk.
She talked a little bit. It was so cute.
That is true. Oh, she's still being cute. Well, let's end the show with one more song. We did a floor improvisation.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one.
Yeah, it's out there. So I hope you guys like it, and I'll let you guys know exactly if you haven't figured it out. I'll let you guys know what I'm doing during the improvisation afterwards.
What a mystery.
Welcome to Floor Jams with guitar and unprepared piano.
So I'm sure you've already guessed, but basically I took the cover off of the piano and I played directly on the strings, and anytime you heard a piano key, I wasn't hitting the hammers or pushing the lever that gets the hammers that hit the piano keys.
Whoa.
Wow. And I did have to fade it out because we went on for a long time. We did actually 2 different takes, and both takes we went on for a really, really, really long time.
I'm angry.
He's
'Cause
angry.
I thought I did some genius stuff. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
You
not
did
angry.
do some genius stuff.
But maybe we should put out the full thing someday, because I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It'll be, look out for that. It might be on an upcoming album or secret release. Dun dun dun!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, I guess that's it for our show.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next week.
For more music, and don't forget to vote coffee or tea.
Yeah.
And also, what do you think we drink?
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.